Hello, all my Capricorns. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of August. Before we jump in, I just want to thank the Creator for being here with us. We're so grateful for your presence and your desire to be with us every second of every day. And those seconds are filled with your unconditional love and acceptance for each and every single one of us. No judgment, no taking note, but experiencing life right alongside us, supporting us and loving us without end and without condition. So we thank you so very much and we welcome you. All right. Well, let's jump in and see what the Creator would like you to know about your August, Capricorns. We're going to start off with pulling a card here from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And we will see what the Creator wants you to know just overall for the month of August, is how we're going to start off here. All right, Creator, what do you want our Capricorns to know about their August, please? Okay, nope, they said don't do that. Okay, that is the one right there. Pardon me. There's a lot of smoke out these days because of some forest fires in California, so Northern California. So pardon me about my hacking up here. You got the seer, see beyond the current situation. Perfect for you for the month of August here. There's situations that are going to be arising for you. Of course, like we always do, we're always going through some sort of transition and change. And you know, I'm a Capricorn rising, so I know Capricorn, we're thinkers, we're grounded, we like to figure things out and get the details. But this is a piece of advice for you to look inward and trust your kind of that high priestess connection to the Creator and to the spirit world and to your subconscious and the unknown. Not looking so much for the details in the external world, but looking inward, trusting your intuition, trusting that connection that you have to spirit and the Creator, because that's where you're going to get the the truth. Capital T truth about situations, not a small t truth of our ego or other people's ego. You're going to be able to see beyond your own thinking and beliefs about the world and others and yourself, and then also see beyond what your ego is perceiving other people as. And you're going to be able to see, not, the actions people are doing, but their intention behind the actions, and that it's not personal towards you. Because when you really look into the little crystal ball there, you get to see, when you pursue it with truth, capital T truth and honesty, looking at another individual, you see that their actions are either based on unconditional love or they're in fight or flight, trying to feel love, trying to obtain love. Sometimes that comes off as controlling, bullying, manipulation, because that's what they've been taught. That's what the humanness of us has been taught, to try to manipulate and be lovable and control everything around us as much as possible. Capricorn, I know we have this very strict code, and we like to make sure we stick to it, and we like to make sure other people stick to it. But this is going to be a freeing feeling for you in the month of August if you allow that to go and turn in your deputy badge for a little bit and just allow yourself to be and allow other people to be who they are, trusting intentions are not personal against you. They just have a dream like everyone else does. They have the desire to be loved just like everyone else does. And they're not really paying attention so much to you and your dreams and everything else, because they're, their dreams are like this in front of their face, and they can't see you behind there going, hey, you're throwing monkey poo at me. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. Because they were focused on their own dream, right? Okay. Let me read from this here. I don't know why they mentioned monkey poo, but there you go. So it says, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. And seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. Intentions, right? A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. And the extended message for this card talks about, it says, clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or your doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know that you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You're moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. All right, beautiful. I think that is awesome. I have nothing more I can add to that. And then what I do is I take a tarot deck. This one happens to be the Fairy Tarot, and I split it out into the major arcana and then the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And these 4 will represent 4 different areas of your life or of your being. But the major arcana here are going to be a lot like this card, where we're asking the Creator just for the general overall energy that you'll be experiencing in the month of August, or what the Creator wants you to know about the energy that you'll be experiencing. So let me just mix these up a little bit here. All right, Creator, what do you want our Capricorns to know? What else about their month of August, please? Oh, not those. Tell you the energy. They want to speak, but they want to tell you too much, and the Creator is wanting to zero in. So just one card is what we're looking for that best represents what the Creator wants you to know for the month of August. Okay. Yep, you got number 15, the ego. Interesting that this is all talking about looking past the ego, right? And it says the illusion of being trapped. Oh my God, this is actually talked about that, right? Placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. So, yeah, definitely there's a message here, right? So the ego, of course, is what we were talking about, the fear-based experience. All these should be, supposed to be, all that where our human side of us is perceiving based on everything that you've experienced in your life up to this point. You're seeing your world through your own filter of your ego. Everyone else is seeing their world through the filter of their ego. So we don't see the world as it really is. When we're in our ego, we see the world as we are. And what I love about this message about the seer is looking beyond that, taking a deep breath, letting our human side take a back seat for a little bit and just sit still, have a little nap, and then your spiritual side, you get to see the world through that, and you get to see, small t truth compared to capital T spiritual truth of unconditional love. Conditional love, unconditional love. Fear-based, peace-based, love-based, laughter, joy, right? So beautiful. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to be able to switch in between both of those worlds. All right. And then, so we're going to move to the first suit. In this deck, it's the seasons, but normally, like spring is the fire element, which is normally wands in other tarot decks. And this is going to represent the spiritual side of your journey. So your spirit, what the creator wants you to know about August, your spiritual adventure during that time. So we'll see here, shuffle this up. All right, creator, what do you want Capricorns to know about their spiritual journey in August? And just make it really obvious for us, please. Okay. So you got the Ace of Spring, which would normally be the Ace of Wands. So it's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So for this being in your spiritual side, the Ace of Spring represents a whole new, like a brand new spark within, a whole new spiritual awareness. And I love that because this August then is this focal point and climax that's happening where your physical world is coming to head with your spiritual world. And so you have this awareness of your power of choice. You know, you get to choose between being in your mind and this little prison of conditions, or being able to see things from a higher perspective, and, you know, full of that wisdom and, you know, like I said, peace, joy, and laughter. So you get to experience this shadow of yourself, and you also get to experience the light, capital Light, of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with this. You know, your ego will judge you for, you know, when you have this awareness, will judge you for being in the ego, but that's why we come here. We come here to experience this contrast between the higher and the lower, the unlimited and the limited, the unconditional and the conditional. So August is really going to be this opportunity for you to become aware of that and just kind of move into another level of where you have been at, and you're ready for it. I mean, this has not been satisfying you. You've been very disappointed, very blah, 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 blasé, and you're ready for this new spark and this new adventure. So we're also going to pull a card here from the Path of the Soul, Destiny cards, and we'll see what else the creator would like you to know about your spiritual journey in the month of August. And these have fractal images on them, which I've been calling this the spiritual ink blot test. And so you'll see in just a moment, Cheryl Lee Harnish, the creator of these cards, she puts in formulas and it pops out beautiful pictures. You don't know what it's going to be, and then she intuitively receives messages on what the card means, which we'll read in her little book here in just a sec. But you got number 33, which is a beautiful, you know, it looks like a kind of a Buddhist meditator on here. The number 33 has a special meaning for me. It is a master number, and so basically, like this journey that we're on this planet is one, we come here to experience this ego, and so that's level 1 where we get to experience it, and then we start to master fitting in and you know, this external experience, we start getting it under wraps. And then we become aware there's a higher part of us this second part of us, which this is us, this is us forever, the huge one of us, and a small piece of ourselves, we come here to experience this. So level 2 is, so this would be master number 11, this would be master number 22, where you learn about your spiritual side of your life. And then master 33 is where you learn the balance between walking in this world, being of this, there's a scripture in the Christian faith that talks about, we're not of this world. I just walk in this world is basically the paraphrasing of it. So let's see what other message comes here for this card here. And this is Kuan Yin is the name of the card. So Kuan Yin is the Bodhisattva, I probably mispronounced that, of compassion. In the card, she represents compassion and kindness towards oneself. So stop being hard on yourself. We talked about ego judging you, right? Watch your mind and your words and judgments that you have about yourself. You are much kinder and more forgiving of others than you are of yourself. It can take many lifetimes to fully embody this lesson of compassion, but you're almost there. This is one of the biggest openings of the heart center that one can experience. And it makes total sense that, with this new spark that you're having, it really is opening up your heart and allowing you to feel the unconditional love of the creator of all things for you, because that is what you're channeling and bringing in when you're connecting to the creator, to spirit, to your guardian angels and spirit guides and loved ones on the other side, your ancestors and the whole massive group of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. You're actually opening your heart and bringing in this unconditional love. That's the language they speak. And so when you open your heart, that's when you get to hear from that side. Beautiful. I love that. It's going to be a powerful August for you. Excuse me. And then next, we move into autumn suit here, which this is normally the earth element, which is pentacles in regular tarot. And this is going to represent your physical life. This was your inner spiritual. This is going to be what's going on out here in the physical world and even your physical body. So ask the creator what they want you to know about your physical adventure in the month of August. Okay. And you got the 8 of autumn, which 8 August, right? So that's going to be, it would be normally the 8 of Pentacles. And it says, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. So, and I love all the orbs that are around there. And so it's about becoming more knowledgeable about things, in the external world. And I feel with this spiritual, very much, showing the differentiation between the physical world and the spiritual, that this is about finding information, finding even individuals that are of like mind, or, books, seminars, whatever teachings, whatever education you can find out about, whatever you're drawn to help you expand your spiritual connection, is, what this is asking for in the month of August is, let your external search match your internal search for spirituality, for your connection to the higher realms. We're also going to pull a card here from the Native Spirit Oracle, and we'll find out additional clarification on what the Creator wants you to know about your physical journey for August. But whatever you're drawn to, trust that inner drawing to the external information. Follow your gut. Don't follow your mind. Follow your gut on what to, a book to buy or read, or a YouTube video to watch, or if you're going to go on a retreat, which one you're drawn to go to from your heart, not your mind. I'm just going to get a quick sip of coffee here. Get that frog out of my throat. There we go. All right, Creator, what else do you want cat bees to know about their physical adventure in August? Okay. And you got the ancient forest. Beautiful. I love that. Beautiful pictures here. Green and green, which green is the color of the human heart chakra. And pink is the color of the higher heart. And purple, of course, is your crown chakra connecting to the upside. I just really feel this beautiful synchronicity there and bringing that up for you. All right. So the ancient forest says, your roots go deep. Incredible, radiant, healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. Your native spirit wants you to know that throughout the world, those in indigenous cultures revere what are called the tree people. The powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with the nature spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force. It just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. And sometimes it comes from times of growth and change. Other times it springs from surviving and conquering painful situations. And I love these cards because they come with a journey, and you, if it resonates with you, you can or cannot, do this. It says, adopt a tree. It can be one in your yard or one in a nearby park or wilderness area. Talk to the tree, touch its bark, give thanks, and by doing so, you create an energy connection that will continue to nurture you, no matter how far away you are from your adopted tree. Beautiful. I love that. So really connecting to that love and connecting from the mind, disconnecting from the mind and connecting with the love that you give that tree, right? I mean, because you're possibly thinking, what if people see me talking to the tree, hugging the tree, touching its bark? People are going to think I'm crazy, but, there's been times where I've been sitting in the forest and just wow, feeling like each tree is an individual entity that are watching you and giving you love. It's an amazing, amazing experience. So I highly recommend that journey if you so wish. All right. And then next, we're moving in here to the suit of winter, which is normally the air element. So swords in a regular tarot. And this is going to represent your mind, your thoughts, your belief, your mindset. I even say your mental state, but we're going to call it your mental adventure for the month of August here, Capricorns. So, Creator, what do you want our Capricorns to know about their mental adventure for August? Okay. And you got the Four of Winter here. And that says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. Woohoo! So the Four of Swords really represents, here, I'll show you more, the resting. It's time to rest your thoughts, rest your brain, which we're totally talking about, getting out of your head and getting into your heart. So not looking so much on logical choices, but on decisions from the gut. So get out of the logic, get out of the ego, as much as you can, in decisions that you have to make, especially when it comes to your spiritual journey and pursuits. Trust your gut. Listen, get out into the forest too. I love that it's been mentioning meditation a few times in here. And if you get out, if you have a forest nearby, if you have an ancient forest nearby, make the trip. But if you just get out into nature, usually not in your own backyard unless you can really focus and detach from everything you have to do in your yard when you're back there, right? Because you try to meditate and you're like, oh, I need to cut the grass, or oh, I should trim those bushes, or oh, there's weeds I need to pull, or oh, you should water the grass, or oh, I can add this, I need to go buy some flowers and put them in that bed over there, Get away from all that if you can, so that you can really connect to that higher place. Get out of your mind. I'm also going to pull a card here from the numerology guidance cards. And we'll see what else the Creator would like you to know about your mental adventure. And you're Earth sign, so you can get grounded very easily than other signs. It depends on what you have on the rest of your chart as well, but being a sun sign, Capricorn, allows you to get grounded in the external. If you have Capricorn moon, then that allows you to get ground your emotions. So I always think information is good. Looking into your chart might be something else that helps you on your journey here too. For some reason, they're bringing that up. So, there's a lot of free sites out there that you can get your birth chart for free. So just check those out. All right. Creator, what else do you want our Capricorns to know about their mental adventure in August, please? You got a relationship change, number 56. And I really feel that this isn't so much, it's a general reading, so of course you could actually have a relationship change. But I think because I really feel this has to do with your mind and your mental state. It's all about your change in how you relate yourself to others, which totally fits into this whole paradigm shift that you're having here, where your relationship to yourself changes, which then changes your whole relationship to the external world, because we see the world as we are inside, not as the world is. So you see everything through your ego until you discover and really connect to your higher self. Then you start seeing beyond your ego. And, here we see our little small t truths, everything our egos taught us, up to this point. That's how we see the world. Oh, that's what that means. That's what that means. Oh, that action means that. That person's doing that. That's who they are. Define, contrast, contrast, contrast. Whereas when you look from this higher point of view up above, you start to see things for how they really are and seeing the intentions behind things. And this relationship change is all about the changing of how you relate to everything outside of yourself as well. And all that judgment you talked about inside a couple times, you start to change this kind kind of parent-child relationship you have with yourself of bad me, judge, you're not good enough, you're not doing that, you need to do that better, you're not lovable. You're changing all that to where you're picking up that child and embracing them and saying, I love you just as you are, for you being you. And you get to embrace that. And so that relationship with yourself changes from like this abusive parent to this unconditionally loving parent that's a reflection of the Creator, for you. And I'll read from the book here too, see what additional messages there are for you. So this card indicates a time when a relationship in your life is going through a period of change. This adjustment is inevitable and necessary for the natural progression of the relationship, and the wisdom and experience gained will be of great benefit to all involved. Whether a child is leaving home, a partnership, friendship has ended, or a loved one, friend, work colleague, or neighbor is going through a change, know that you and the other person are divinely guided and protected and have the strength to carry on. This card can also indicate a positive relationship change, such as a declaration of commitment, for example, a wedding or an engagement. It can also indicate the resolution of an ongoing problem or dispute. So during this period of transition, it's important to remember that as you grow and evolve, your relationships grow and evolve too. So be flexible and adaptable and know that all is well. And the affirmation for this card is, my relationships grow and evolve for the greater good of all. So, knowing that whatever change is coming to you is happening for you. And so like we're talking about, as you change this relationship within yourself, the relationship you have with you, then that influences and changes the relationship you have with others. And it's going to be for everyone's benefit. So just trust that and go with it. Right. And then lastly, we're moving into the summer suit, which is normally the water element, which is cups and regular tarot. And this is going to represent your emotions, so your emotional journey in the month of August. All right, Creator, what do you want our Cappies to know about their emotional journey in August, please? Right, and you got the Four of Summer. And so this is being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontented with life. So, totally understandable. This is totally fitting in with, I mentioned being not satisfied, the blah, 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 blasé of the ego here. You're feeling that. All those things that were supposed to make you feel fulfilled and acceptable and lovable on the outside have just been letting you down, in a big way. So, and I love this 15 here. So there's a 5, add 5 and 1 is 6. I'm not sure why they had that jump out to me, but this relationship change does happen in the ego area of your life and your human side. You just really start to see and question these beliefs. We talked about rest in your mind, and when we allow ourselves just to, like the seer, just to be able to look, don't go, not going into our mind trying to change everything. And, Capricorns, again, we will, all right, these things in my ego are unacceptable. That's the ego judging the ego. And we need to change them. And we're going to make this change so we can be acceptable. And it's like the ego is keeping us in that loop. Whereas if we're able just to look at it and question it without feeling it's a bad thing or we need to change something, but I just want to look at it. When we start to question those things, a lot of those beliefs just start falling away, because when our brain realizes the fault, the illusion of that belief, it knows it won't believe it ever again, and so it just allows that to fall away. But this is definitely this feeling, this emotion of this stuff is not fulfilling me anymore. I want something more. And that's the spark of new spirit, this new adventure that you're looking at going on there. And then lastly, we'll pull a card here from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards and get your final message for this reading. And it's also going to be, of course, focused on your emotional journey for the month of August. Sorry. I like things organized, obviously. All right, here we go. Creator. All right. That'll be the final card here. And this says, oh, wow, vacation. I love that because one of the cards talked about taking a vacation and a time away too. Wasn't it? So I think it was just this one, wasn't it? Nope, it must have been one of these other ones here. Yep, this one right here, it says the need for more sleep or a vacation. So if you were looking for validation on whether to take a vacation or not, boom! So it's a good time to take away, to get away from the norm anyway. And you don't have to take an expensive vacation. Like I said, even if it's spending some time out at a free park somewhere, just getting away from your home can feel like a vacation, and stepping away from all that mental activity and everything else that's going on. So this card says you need a break from routines and stressful situations, right? The mind. This card urges you to take time for yourself so that you can rest and renew. The fairies take regular vacations, traveling to distant fairy glens. They know and respect the value of a change of scenery. By drawing this card, you are strongly counseled to do the same for yourself. A vacation doesn't need to take a lot of time or money. Instead, it means getting away from the mundane concerns and demands. Even one night at a local hotel, leaving your cell phone at home can be therapeutic. I know, don't freak out. You don't have to do it if you don't feel comfortable. Not my lifeline. So think of a vacation as an investment in yourself and future. All living beings need to rest in order to operate at maximum efficiency. After your vacation, your mood and energy levels will be renewed. You'll have better access to creative ideas, and your positive demeanor will attract wonderful new people and opportunities into your life. Don't procrastinate when it comes to taking a vacation. Make definite plans today. Beautiful. And the affirmation for this card is, I give myself permission to regularly rest and relax, knowing that by being revitalized, I am happier and more productive. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. So an amazing, amazing adventure awaits. And you get to take a vacation if you want to. Just beautiful, beautiful messages here for you, Capricorn. So just know as you go throughout your August that every second of every day you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I love you too. Have a fantastic August. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.